Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Student, today we will keep continue unit thermodynamics and we will discuss about first law of thermodynamics today. Students, before knowing about the first law of thermodynamics, we will discuss about internal energy. Internal energy. What do you mean by the internal energy? Internal energy is the total energy possessed by a system. It is the total energy possessed by a system. Means combination of all energies present in a system. It may be chemical energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, heat energy, whatever. Means the number of energies that present in a system, and sum of all those energies is known as the internal energy of the system. Okay students, we can say in one line total energy possessed by a system is known as the internal energy. Students, internal energy, it is a state function. It is a state function. What do you mean by the state function? State function is that which depend on only either initial state or final state of the system. Means it does not depend on the path followed by the system. For example, student, if I have a tub, okay, this is empty. Let us consider it is empty. I want to fill it with water. Okay, student, initially, its initial state is empty. And finally, I want to be get it in filled state. Means initially it is empty and finally I want to it filled. Doesn't matter it is filled by the rainwater, it is filled by the tap water, it is filled by the river water, it does not matter. Means I had empty tub of the tub and I need it fulfilled. Okay, how we are filling it, it doesn't matter. So, means path followed by that, by which source we are filling it, it is not mean. Okay, so initially we were having empty and finally we are getting filled. So it depend on only initial and final state. So it is a state function. It is a state function. So student, state function is that function which depend only on initial state and final state. Okay, does not depend on the path followed by the system. Next one is the, it is denoted by, it is denoted by capital U. It is denoted by capital U. Okay, it is an extensive property. What do you mean by extensive property, students? Extensive properties are those properties which whose value depend only on quantity of the matter, only on quantity or size of the matter present in system. Those quantities are known as the extensive property. So internal energy is total energy possessed by a system. It is a state function. It depends on only on initial and final state. It does not depend on path followed by the system. It is denoted by U, okay, capital U. It is an extensive property, means its value depends on the quantity or size of the matter present in the system. Okay, students. So, students, now how changes change in internal energy can take place in a system. For example, if we want to change the internal energy of a system, how can we change? First one, by change in heat, we can say by absorbing or by absorbed or released, or we can say by absorption or evolution, or we can say by absorbing or releasing energy. Okay, second one, students, by doing work on the system or work done by the system, or work done by the system, or by change in volume, or by change in volume. Students, if you want to change in internal energy of a system, how can you change? How these changes can be accompanied? First one, by absorbing or releasing energy in form of the heat. We can increase temperature of the, we can change temperature of the system by which internal energy can be changed. Second one, by doing work on the system or by doing work done by the system, okay, or by change in volume. So by changing these three conditions, we can change internal energy of a system also. How can we see? For example, students, let us consider it is a system. Okay, it is a system. Let us consider this is system A. This is system A. Its temperature TA and internal energy UA. Internal energy is UA. Okay, students. We want to change the internal energy of this system. How can we do? First one, let us consider heat can, these walls are the metallic walls, means heat can be exchanged through these walls. Heat can be exchanged through these walls. Okay. So students, either heat is transferred from surrounding to system, from surrounding to system. If heat is absorbed, if heat is absorbed by the system, then if heat is absorbed by the system, means heat will be positive. Heat will be positive. Okay, students. If it is absorbed by the system. And temperature. Let us consider now temperature is TB and internal energy is UB. Okay. So students, if we are providing heat to the system from surrounding, then TB will be greater than TA. And if temperature increases, then kinetic energy of molecule increases, then internal energy also increases. Means UB also greater than UA. UB also greater than UA. And we can say what is UB and UA. UB is the final internal energy and UA is the initial internal energy. So from here del U means change in internal energy will be UB minus UA. Why? Because it is absorbing the energy. So del U will be positive if Q is positive. Okay students. So second case may be this system. This system is releasing the energy. System is releasing the energy to surroundings. Here absorption take place. Absorption of energy take place by the system, and here energy is released by the system to surrounding. Okay. Then student, in this case Q less than 0 means it is negative. It is negative means temperature TB is going to decrease further. So TB less than TA. TB less than TA. Okay. Students, here internal energy also decreases. Okay, so we can say del U is negative. It is negative if heat is released. So students, internal energy we can change, we can increase or decrease by absorbing the energy. It can be increased. After releasing the energy, it can be decreased. Okay, so first one point is internal energy of a system can be changed by doing change in heat, by absorption of heat and by release, by evolution of the heat. Okay student, I hope this is clear to you. From here I can say that this change in energy, change in internal energy will be equal to the heat. Will be equal to the heat. It will depend on the heat, how much heat it is absorbing or how much heat it is releasing. Okay, so it will depend on that, how much change in internal energy take place. So from here we can say that del U is equal to Q. Clear students? Then this is our case first point, by change in heat energy. Second one is student, by doing work on the system or by doing work done by the system. Okay, so how can we do? Students, further, if we are having a system A, its temperature TA and internal energy UA. Okay, so this is the system. It has internal energy UA. Student, here we want to, let us consider here it contain adiabatic walls. It contain adiabatic walls. What do you mean by the adiabatic walls? Means heat can not be exchanged through these walls, neither from system to surrounding nor from neither from system to surrounding nor from surrounding to system. Means heat cannot be exchanged through these walls. So those walls are known as the adiabatic walls. Okay, means now we are not transferring the heat. So how can we increase temperature or decrease the temperature? Means, so student, how can we do? By doing some mechanical works. We can do by doing some mechanical works. First one, by emerging electric rod. Student, if I will immerse an electric rod into this, then its temperature can be increased. Its temperature can be increased. And if temperature will increase, then internal energy will also increase it. Okay. Second one, by putting rotating pedal in system. So rotating pedal will rotate the molecules. Okay, then what will happen? Moment of molecules, particles present in the system will increase due to increase in the motion. Their collision will increase. If their collision will increase, then kinetic energy also increases, and if kinetic energy is going to increase, means total energy in system is also increasing, and due to collision its temperature is also increases. Okay students, so either by immersing an electric rod we can increase the temperature, or by putting rotating pedal in the system we can increase the temperature, and if there take place increase in temperature, then internal energy also increases. So here we are doing work on the system, we are doing work on the system. If work is done, if work is done on the system, if work is done on the system, then students work will be positive, it will be greater than 0. And if work is done by the system, if work is done by the system, means system is doing work here, then work done will be negative. Okay students, so in this way we can change the internal energy, we can change the internal energy of the system. And if combinedly we are doing both, change in heat also as well as some work is also done here, then students combinedly I can write in this way: del u is equal to q plus w, because from here I can write del u is equal to work done, because change in internal energy will depend on the work done on the system or work done by the system. So I can write del u is equal to q, and this is second, and from first I can write del u is equal to q. So from here, by 1 and 2, I can write del u is equal to q plus w. And student, this one is the first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. Okay. If here q is 0, q is 0 means heat is not transferring here, means adiabatic process. Adiabatic process, so internal energy will be equal to W. Okay students, if we take W is equal to 0, then del U is equal to Q. If both terms are 0, if both terms Q is equal to 0 and W also equal to 0, then from this equation del U mean change in internal energy is also equal to 0. Okay, student, here change in internal energy is 0 if we are not exchanging the heat, if we are not exchanging the heat. So we can say that for isolated system, for isolated system Total energy. What type of energy? Internal energy of system. Total internal energy remains constant. Total internal energy of system remains constant. Students, here this Q is equal to 0 means energy is not transferring here. Okay, and if neither exchange of energy nor exchange of matter take place, then that system is known as the isolated system. Here, if Q is 0, then del U is equal to also 0 means no change take place. No change take place in internal energy. So we can say that for isolated system, total internal energy of a system remains constant. And students, this is first law of thermodynamics, means energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Energy can neither be, according to first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, nor be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another form. Okay, students, so this is the first law of the thermodynamics. So thank you, have a nice day.